Namaskar, Jaya Ho. Very good morning to one and all present here. I request all our esteemed guests, dignitaries who are outside, may I request you to kindly be seated. Have your respective seats inside the auditorium, please. Thank you so much. I once again request all our esteemed guests and dignitaries to kindly be seated as we begin the inaugural session. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to experience the essence of India's Northeast through the much awaited and celebrated and, of course, one and only gala event, and that's Northeast Festival 2020. And this is the 8th edition. Many, many congratulations to the organizer. Yes, this is Northeast Council, Ministry of Donor, Government of India presents Northeast Festival 2020, and Government of Assam is the host state in association with Radisson Blu Guwahati and powered by SpiceJet. And this time we are also available on digital platform too, breaking all barriers and hindrances so that we can reach out to every nook and corner. Tribes, tourist destination, popular festivals, cane and bamboo products, handloom and handicrafts, dance forms, music, art, culture, investment, opportunities, entrepreneurship, etc., all under one roof, and that's none other than Northeast Festival. May I request all of you, ladies and gentlemen who are present here, can we shout a huge round of applause for Northeast Festival team for putting up such a wonderful show. And by the way, whose brainchild is Northeast Festival. The enterprising man, the man filled with grit and determination, whose love and wisdom for Northeast we knoweth all, and we have all seen that. And when it comes to promoting the art and culture, or the whole Northeast as well, he leaves no stone unturned. The chief organizer of Northeast Festival, none other than, we know him all, the dynamic, the hardworking, the enterprising gentleman, Mr. Shyamkanu Mohanty. Please welcome Mr. Shyamkanu Mohanty on stage with your round of applause. Mr. Shyamkanu Mohanty, I'm pretty sure that you are quite overwhelmed at this point of time. This is a stupendous task, and organizing Northeast Festival right there at the host stage entails a lot of hard work and pressure, a lot of research and, determination to organize. And congratulations for putting it up. And I'm sure you are overwhelmed and emotional at the same time, because this is the biggest show by far, and which is also gained all the highlights and all the leading newspapers all across the country. You have a lot to say, though you are at loss of words.
Thank you. Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, I must say this Northeast Festival has happened because of our Honorable Chief Minister. A big round of applause. I want to start at the Corona time. I was not in a mood to do it. And Honorable Chief Minister told us that yes, we can do it. With the huge restrictions, we are here to start this Northeast Festival. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Honorable Chief Minister of Tripura, thank you so much for coming all the way. A round of applause for our dynamic Chief Minister of Tripura. And your presence has really emboldened us in this occasion. Honorable Atul Bora, sir, Agriculture Minister of Assam, he has been a source of support for me as an individual for a long period of time. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you, sir, our Sikkim. We are so privileged to have amongst us the Tourism Minister of Sikkim, Mr. Pansa. Sir is coming for the first time, but this is not going to be last. Sir, a big round of applause for the Tourism Minister of Sikkim, who has come all the way from Gangtok in this Corona time to bless this initiative. And what about our Chandramohan Patrohi, sir, the man behind this Advantage Assam initiative? Thank you so much, sir. A round of applause for Mr. Chandramohan Patrohi, sir. Zishtu Bora, sir, our Chief Secretary, has been source of real support. And thank you so much, sir, for coming. Secretary NEC, Mr. Moses Salai. This whole Northeast Festival is presented by NEC, and thanks to the support of our Secretary, sir. We are with Mr. S.K. Borua, the CMD of MD of NRL, and Mr. Debozu Mohorsu. Thank you so much. The Chief Marketing Officer of SpiceJet. And our DGP Assam, Mr. Bhaskar Mohanto, is also here. And Niti Madam, round of applause for our DGP, sir. And Niti Dev Madam is here, who has come from Tripura. Thank you. And we have got Managing Director of NERAMEC, NEHDC, Zatul Kulkarni sir has come. And we have a big, I must say that we have got some of the most leading citizens of Assam. Sitting here in front of you, Prashanto Rajguru, our chief editor of one of the most respected individual, Dr. Nanigopal Mohanta is here. We have Dr. Nabanil Borua and many others. And Mr. Nitumani Saikia also. So thank you all of you for coming here. And I must tell you, this was not expected. When the corona is happening, we thought that Northeast Festival, this year, we are dropping. Most of you must be aware, the Northeast Festival, we started in 2013. At the time, racial attack was happening all over Delhi. A boy called Nidu Tania was killed in Delhi. And after that, it has become a big news all over the country. It had reached the parliament, and it has risen the conscience of entire country. At that moment of time, I was working in Delhi at the time. Many friends told us that we must do something to create awareness about Northeast. Mary Com was there, Adil Hussain was there, and a lot of young friends from the Northeast who were working in Delhi. We joined hands and we formed a trust. This trust is called TRAN MMS, it's a not-for-profit trust. Our objective was to create awareness about Northeast in Delhi. So we started in 2013 in Indira Gandhi Center for Arts. Initially, it was more about some cuisines and some cultural functions. And we never thought that it will become so big. I want to show some of the development. Manna, can I request you? So last 7 years, Northeast Festival is attended by lakhs of people. It has been the pride of Northeast. Entire Northeast comes and joins there. In terms, if you see the crowd, this has become, in terms of footfalls, the largest footfall in Delhi. So we have showcased the cuisines of Northeast, around 40-50 stalls, and out of which around 7 restaurants have emerged in Delhi. Northeast Festival, we showcased what we have seen outside, very small version. We saw a daytime carnival where different Northeastern states showcased the dance forms. We showcased the music, we showcased the fashion, and there's some discussion platforms in different critical issues of Northeast. Over the years, it has become a tourism festival. A lot of tourists started floating in, and in national media has picked it up. Earlier, Northeast was famous mostly for alpha or negative perception or flood, but Northeast Festival has become a first page of Times of India, first page of Indian Express many times. We have got around 500 coverage. Can I ask Manna to show some of the coverage of Northeast Festival? These are the crowds that you see. Northeast Festival crowds in Delhi. So some of the what is the basic objective of us to create awareness of the Northeast? What we achieved, sir, in various newspapers, our fashion, our music, our food has become the front news. This is first page of Delhi Times. Many a times, Delhi Times in the first page covered it extensively. Around 500 news report has come, and what we achieved so far is a positive perception about Northeast. We have series of discussions on B2B meet on textiles, B2B meet on tourism, lot about tour operators interacted with national tour operators, and tourist flow has increased. As per the Ministry of Home Affairs, the report says that the tourist flow to Northeast has increased. One of the major contributions was Northeast Festival. So that has brought us here, and this time we thought that we couldn't do it, but we realized there is a way. When there is a will, there is a way. We have a very fantastic team. We all work together. This time we have a limitation in terms of crowd. We are not being able to invite crowds. What we are trying to do, sir, is that digitally we are trying to showcase the various facets of Northeast across the country and abroad. We have made a Northeast YouTube link. We have a YouTube link which is very popular, around 1 lakh existing follower we have. And our Facebook page is also around more than 6,000 people. We started promoting in Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, in different parts of the country. Then in US, in London, in Singapore, in Thailand, Northeast community started promoting our YouTube link. So this program today is shown live all over the world. Our TV channels are showing it live in Northeast, but at the same time our YouTube link, we are trying to showcase across the world. And this has been driven by Northeasterners staying in different parts of different parts of the country. So afternoon 4:30, we are going to showcase the different templates. In terms of Arunachal, we'll showcase the Tawang festival or different parts of Arunachal. Tripura will showcase the bamboo of Tripura, tourist destination of Tripura, and various facets of Northeast will live stream. The food that you have seen will live stream. The cane we have seen, you will live stream. So idea is that through YouTube link, we promote the various facets of Northeast all over the world. That is one objective. Secondly, sir, there's a series of discussions here. Today afternoon, we have got a lot of speakers, and Hima Das will talk about from a rural village of Dhing. She has become a world-known athlete. We have got Aranyak Shaikia, who has cracked IAS and how he has cracked IAS. So like this, Madam Niti Dev will also speak. And there's a person called Armstrong Pame, who is well known all over the country from Manipur. Some of the most successful personalities of Northeast will speak their journey. So idea is to motivate the youngsters of Northeast to think differently, to think about work, think about entrepreneurship, think about sports. And that is a message we are trying to carry. Tomorrow is a B2B meet on tourism, where tour operators of Northeast will interact, tour operators across the country. Around 150 tour operators are coming from Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai. They will connect through WebEx network. So there is a B2B meet on tourism, and in the afternoon, we'll showcase Make in Northeast, advantage Assam stories. So mostly, a lot of investment has come to Assam and Northeast. ITC's director is coming. The top management of ITC will speak about their investment in Northeast. Similarly, we are calling NHPC, NRL, Britannia, their experience, they will share about their experience. People have a bad perception in Northeast in some parts of the country. We are trying to change the perception that things are happening, IT park is happening, bamboo park is happening, a lot of industries are happening. That is a message we want to carry across the ground digitally. And then we have in the evening, both the evenings, we have some spectacular fashion shows presented by the top designers of the country. And we have got the iconic musicians, Papon, Jubin Garg, Soulmate, then Trans Effect, and many others. The top iconic musicians of the Northeast will perform, and this will have around 2-3 lakhs of digital audience. And in between, we are going to promote Tripura tourism, Assam tourism, Meghalaya tourism. So through digitally, we are trying to reach Bangalore, Mumbai, across the country. Earlier, we were limited to Delhi. This time, we want to break the barrier. Our disadvantage, we are not being able to invite crowd, and you all understand, and media is here. And through media, we plan to take it all over the world, this message of love, of the message of development of Northeast India. Today's session is about Northeast, the dream of our leaders, what we want to achieve in the coming days. And we are so happy to say our donor minister here is connected online. Our Secretary Foreign Affairs, Mr. Harsh Singla, is going to talk about how Northeast is going to benefit out of Act East policy. So we have got an array of speakers. The top personalities of the country are sitting here, connecting through online. Manipur Chief Minister is also here, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. So this is a message of Northeast Festival, where everybody unites and talk about a development agenda for Northeast. Thank you, everyone. And we need your support to take this message forward. Please circulate this YouTube link all over the country and outside. We want to send this message of hope, to send a message of love from the Northeast. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. And we wish to reiterate that Northeast Festival is, of course, an attempt to promote Northeast India's culture, music, art, tourist destination across India, and also a platform to discuss critical issues of the region, which rightfully Mr. Shamkanu Mohanto has discussed. And the pride of the region, the 8th edition of Northeast Festival, is you are going to watch and witness live from home all the spectacular presentation of Northeast fashion shows, as he has mentioned, by top designers of the region. Not only that, the Northeast Festival musical nights with musical icons of the region, Northeast cuisines, crafts, and series of discussion on tourism, Make in India, Make in Northeast, startup, of course, youth success stories, and many more. So this 2 days gala event is going to be full of, power-packed performances and programs. And this year, Northeast Festival Ideation Conclave is being organized during Northeast Festival 2020 at Guwahati, the host, which will have a series of discussion sessions. And the program would include the success stories of Northeastern region youths, B2B meet on tourism, which has been aptly mentioned, Make in Northeast session highlighting investments in Northeast and startups of the region, and the ideation conclave will deliberate on the positives of the region rather than, talking about the negatives, but they are highly focusing on the positives of the region in various aspects and highlight the developmental agendas by the stalwarts of the region and the roadmap ahead. The majestic region of Northeast India beholds various cultures, traditions, and ethnicity which are being celebrated by people beyond the geographical boundary. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th edition of Northeast Festival 2020 puts forth the development strategy and agenda of the region, which throws light upon the 8 beautiful states, the 7 sister and 1 brother, by commencing our inaugural ceremony. And we are, of course, honored to have with us esteemed session panelists. But before that, I once again request Mr. Shyam Kanu Mohanto. Yes, we would proceed with that, but before that, may we proceed with the lamp lighting ceremony and felicitation. Therefore, I request Mr. Shyam Kanu Mohanto to kindly take the lead. We also request the gracious presence of Anita Deka Mohanto, who's the director of the festival.
We have also amongst us the member secretary of SLSC, Mr. Lakshya Kumar. Can you come here to just here, lighting lamp, and Mr. Sudarshan Thakur, who is the secretary of Sankardev Kalakshetra. Both this organization has been a big support for Northeast Festival, and we are gratitude for your support and association.
Thank you so much, and may we proceed with the felicitation. I once again request Mrs. Anita Deka Mohanto to kindly grace the stage, and shall we proceed with the felicitation? I request Mr. Shyam Kanu Mohanto, the chief organizer, to kindly do the rounds.
We have a few more. Our DGP, Mr. Bhaskar Ujiri Mohanto, is also here. May I request Jayashree to felicitate. Yes. So Sanko, can you? Yeah. Actually, we have got some of the most prominent personalities of Northeast here, but it will not be easy for us to, so please excuse us. Our DGP sir is here. In fact, managing directors of various corporations are here. And our DGP, Mr. Bhaskar Jyoti Mahanta, Mrs. Madam Niti Deb. Madam Niti Deb. Can we just bring some, so our Prakhanta Rajgota is here, Lakho Kaur. Just can you, okay. So in the meantime, we start the program, the fellowship and carries on.
Thank you so much. And following the felicitation and after the lamp lighting, it's time for the inaugural session, which is setting a developmental agenda for Northeast. And may we present before you the first speech to be presented by Shri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. The dynamic and jubilant Chief Minister of Manipur shall speak about Manipur's development agenda. He is connecting from Infall live online.
Namaste. Honorable Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji, Union Minister Donor, Chief Guest of the Northeast Festival, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal Ji, Chief Minister Assam, Shri Biplab Kumar Dev, Chief Minister Tripura, Shri Prem Singh Tamang, Honorable Chief Minister Sikkim, Shri Atul Bora, Minister of Agriculture and Veterinary Assam, Harsh V. Singha, Foreign Secretary, K. Moshe Salai, Secretary NSC, Sabko Namaskar. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of the inaugural session of the 8th edition of Northeast Festival. I thank Train MMS for inviting me to share my thoughts in this year's edition with a distinguished participant. I would also like to extend my appreciation for the significant impact made in promoting tourism in the region over the years through the Northeast Festival. Given the abundance of natural resource and the depth of talents in the Northeast region, it is only apt that the region is envisioned as the new growth engine of the country by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. The renewed effort to establish Northeast India as a land hub under India's Ag policy and as gateway to the vibrant economic of Asian countries highlights not only the geostrategic importance but also the economic possibility of the region. Government of Manipur has been committed to advancing the development agenda in the state. In the past few years, tremendous strides have been made by Manipur in enhancing connectivity. The ASEAN highway passing through the state has improved significantly. The Imphal-Jiri road has also improved. There is good progress on construction of Barak and the Makru bridges. Construction of new 4-lane Irang bridge has commenced. Air connectivity, the most major city of India, has been enhanced, and helicopter service introduced to far-flung towns. To further strengthen highways network, foundation stone was laid recently for development of 316 kilometers of highways for rupees 3,000 crore. Foundation stone was also laid by the Honorable Prime Minister for Manipur water supply project Ghar Ghar Jal for rupees 3,054.58 crores to strengthen public infrastructure. Rainwater harvesting infrastructure were set up in the Hills District. Effort to better manage surface and underground water resource is set to improve agricultural output. Manipur received Krishi Karman Award in 2017-18 for highest production of food grain. Women's market were constructed in Hill District, reflecting the commitment of the government towards inclusive development and women empowerment. Chief Minister's scheme to provide assistance to differently able persons and their caregivers and the Chief Minister's health assurance scheme are some of the initiatives taken up in the recent past by the state in the social sector. School Fagardansi mission, the Improve the School, was started during 2018-19 with the aim to holistically improve government schools in the state. Similarly, numerous efforts have been taken up and ongoing on the strengthened public infrastructure, sports development, job creation, women's empowerment, and in the areas of social justice. Law and order situation in the state has improved. The general perception of Manipur that existed in the past has changed. The same was reflected in the latest state of state survey, as per which Manipur was the most improved small state in law and order category and also the most improved small state in overall category. Manipur is considered a sports powerhouse. In the recent past, to strengthen the sports infrastructure in the state, numerous projects have been taken up, including setting up of a national sports university, installing flood lighting systems, artificial turf, grassroots football schools, etc. Tremendous strides have been made in strengthening the power infrastructure in the state. The commissioning of numerous substations across the state have facilitated reliable supply of power, installation of prepaid meters, and the distribution of LED lighting has increased efficiency. Manipur saw an increase of 299% in international tourist footfall in 2019 and 20 as compared to 2016 and 17. Ecotourism potential in the state are being developed and the homestays are also being promoted. One of the sectors hardest hit globally by the pandemic has been the tourist sector. Rebuilding tourism is a priority, and while doing so, the sector must become more sustainable and resilient in the future. Manipur has also seen tremendous growth in MSME sector. Over the recent year, we continue our effort to improve the ease of doing business in the state and have also put in place new industrial and investment policy with single window agency for clearing investment proposals. As we look forward to a post-COVID recovery, it is an opportune time for MSME and a startup of the region to capitalize on technology and enhance our use of e-commerce. 909 startups have benefited till date under the Manipur Startup scheme with rupees 52.5 crores provided since 2017 and 18. NATFI, Guwahati also provided rupees 4.5 crores for startup in Manipur under Northeast Venture Capital Fund. Startup from the state have not only been providing employment but have also introduced exciting and innovative products to markets outside the state with some blinding local ingredients like king chili, we call it umoro, black aromatic rice, we call it chahao, to chocolate, and a local herb to tea. Many have also ventured into setting up local e-commerce platform in the areas of food delivery, telemedicine, learning, etc. I am happy to learn that during this edition, discussion over the 2 days will be focused around important themes on new opportunity in tourism sector, textile, marketing, potential of agri-horti products, sports development, startup, economic development, and job creation. I am sure this deliberation will provide insight and help pave the road to a robust post-COVID recovery in line with Honorable PM vision, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Friends, the rich and the diverse tourism potential of India's Northeast is well documented. However, for meaningful and sustainable dividend to accrue for the collective prosperity of the region, it will be vital to evolve a collaborative approach between the state government and the region and the other stakeholders. In this regard, Government of Manipur is committed towards building symbolic and synergetic relationship. We look forward to a prosperous post-COVID world for the region. As always, I am sure this year's edition of Northeast Festival will be productive and insightful. I wish the event a grand success. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, and that's the Honorable CM Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh. Thank you so much, and regards, and we offer gratitude. And now we are extremely delighted, and it gives us sheer pleasure to announce that we are joined in online by Shri Harshvardhan Shringla, IAFS, Foreign Secretary, Government of India, and he has something to say.
Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of the Development of Northeast Region, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Tripura, Shri Biplab Deb, Honorable Industries Minister of Assam, Shri C.M. Patwari, Honorable Agriculture Minister of Assam, Shri Atul Bora, Chief Secretary of Assam, Shri Jishnu Barwa, Secretary of the Northeast Council, Shri K. Moses Chalai. Namaskar. It is a privilege to be invited as the guest of honor for the inaugural session of the 8th edition of the Northeast Festival. This festival has made its mark on the national calendar and has been instrumental in raising awareness about the Northeast. It showcases the rich and diverse culture of this region that is home to 8 of India's 28 states. It also highlights the immense potential of this part of our country. I am happy to note that the festival has adapted to the disruption of the pandemic and has moved to a virtual platform. This will, I expect, significantly augment the reach and audience for this event. I congratulate Shri Shyam Kanu Mohanta, Chief Organizer of the Northeast Festival, for his successfully initiating this important event. I have been asked to speak about India's Act East policy and what it means for the Northeast. My effort today would be to give you an overview of the initiatives that have been taken to create openings and opportunities for our Northeast region through the foreign policy of the government of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. States of Northeastern India can be seen as the link between two fundamental pillars of our foreign policy, Neighborhood First, and Act East. From this perspective, the Northeast is a gateway and a portal. It binds us with some of our most important neighbors. It also connects us and our neighbors to one of the most economically dynamic and politically significant geographies of the world, the ASEAN and the Indo-Pacific. Speaking at the convocation ceremony at IIT Guwahati in September this year, the Prime Minister had underlined the importance of the Northeast in India's Act East policy. He had said that this region of the Northeast is also at the center of India's Act East policy. This region is also a gateway to India's connectivity and relations with Southeast Asia. We have a vision for this region that is captured in the 3 C's: connectivity, commerce, and cultural commonalities. We have been working through a number of concrete initiatives to realize this vision. At one level, we work bilaterally with our partners for a full range of diplomatic tools. At another level, we work through multilateral and plurilateral initiatives such as BIMSTEC and BBIN, or the Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, and Nepal grouping. Let me first talk about the initiatives that have been taken in the area of infrastructure and connectivity. We know that improved infrastructure and enhanced connectivity act as force multipliers in economic development. They generate investment, trade, and employment opportunities. They also bring countries and regions closer together and facilitate greater people-to-people contact. You might be aware that India has a development partnership program which implements projects in partner nations through various modalities such as lines of credit and grants in aid. The most capital-intensive elements of our development partnership, whether through credits or through grants, are projects in the infrastructure sector of our immediate neighborhood. This includes several ambitious projects with countries adjoining our Northeast that aim to transform the regional landscape. I will start with work that is being done in Bangladesh, where I have served as our High Commissioner. Improvements in connectivity between India and Bangladesh have a direct and positive impact on the Northeast. Accordingly, a lot of work has been done in recent years to enhance connectivity with Bangladesh. We have, for a start, revived 5 rail links that used to be operational between India and Bangladesh before 1965. As many of you would have seen, the Prime Ministers of India and Bangladesh jointly inaugurated the rail link between Haldibadi in West Bengal and Chilahati in Bangladesh during the virtual summit held this week. This link can revive the old Siliguri-Shialdah rail route through Bangladesh taken by the Darjeeling Mail. Work is ongoing for 2 more connections. The 6th pre-1965 rail link, Hulora-Shahbazpur, work on which is underway, will revive the railway connectivity between Karimganj in Assam and Sylhet in Bangladesh. A railway that links Akhoda in Bangladesh to Agartala is under construction and will be ready by 2022 when India will commemorate its 75th anniversary. Passenger trains such as the Maitri and Bandhan Express link India and Bangladesh. These external projects complement the many initiatives undertaken by the government to improve the railways in the Northeast. A major expansion of the network is underway. This will, amongst other things, link the state capitals in this region. Historically, rivers have played an important role in connecting the people and businesses in the region, encompassing our Northeast and the neighboring countries. This region was served by our common rivers, particularly the Brahmaputra and Parak Surma, which were used extensively for facilitating trade and commerce and people-to-people contact. Recognizing this, considerable efforts have been made in recent years to augment inland waterways connectivity between the Northeast and Bangladesh. You might be aware that goods from West Bengal can now reach Tripura through waterways up to Ashuganj port in Bangladesh and further by road to Agartala. Recently, a goods consignment was also moved from Kolkata to Agartala under the India-Bangladesh agreement on the use of Chittagong port for transporting goods to and from the Northeast. For the first time, Tripura was connected to Bangladesh through inland waterways route, which can also connect Tripura with the national waterways of India. These new initiatives provide alternative and shorter routes for transporting goods between the Northeast and the rest of India through Bangladesh. This is something that we have been working on for a long time, and today we are seeing the realization of a very important connectivity initiative involving our Northeast. Another example of our focus on enhancing usage of inland waterways was the movement through this mode of the first goods consignment from Bhutan to Bangladesh through India via the Dhubri Indian port last year. The plan for 20 port townships along the Brahmaputra and Barak river systems to enhance inland water connectivity could galvanize multimodal linkages in the region. Road transportation links are also being improved. Indian and Bangladesh nationals can move by bus between Shillong and Dhaka and between Agartala and Kolkata via Dhaka. Goods and people move by road between our two countries through a network of land customs stations and integrated checkposts. Air connectivity is increasing through the 13 operational major and minor airports in the northeast. Direct flight connections between Guwahati and Bangkok and Guwahati and Dhaka have been initiated. International flights appear to have been suspended due to COVID-19, but I'm sure they will be revived at the earliest opportunity. Myanmar has a particularly important geographical location. We have therefore accorded high priority to projects that build regional connectivity with Myanmar. Our flagship projects include the Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport Project and the Trilateral Highway Project connecting the Northeast with Southeast Asia, with direct connectivity to Myanmar and Thailand and beyond. The Kaladan Multimodal Transport Project will give the Northeast access to the sea through the Sitwe port in Myanmar. The Trilateral Highway will provide land connectivity, enabling people to drive between Northeast India and Southeast Asia. 2 international entry-exit points have been operationalized at Tamo More and Ri Zaukathar to increase connectivity with Myanmar. We are also a part of the Asian Highway Project. Future plans to enhance connectivity include a 4-lane trilateral highway linking India with Thailand via Myanmar, which could see expansion up to Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Railways that link India and Myanmar and further to Thailand, Laos, Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Bangladesh are all very possible in the future. Energy is the lifeblood of growing economies. It also contributes to building common commercial interests and business networks. India and Bangladesh are working on building an India-Bangladesh friendship pipeline. Hydrocarbons from refineries in Assam can flow through this pipeline into Bangladesh. LPG now reaches Tripura through Bangladesh, entailing lower transportation costs. Bangladesh is importing 1,160 megawatts of power through adjoining states in India. The hydropower of the Himalayas has been used for the joint benefit of the Northeast and its neighbors through hydroelectric projects in Bhutan. We are also looking at exporting the surplus hydropower potential of the Northeast to Bangladesh and Myanmar. Our foreign policy initiatives for development of the Northeast are not limited to neighboring countries, but extend further east. We have been collaborating with Japan for the economic development of the Northeast. We have set up the India-Japan Act East Forum, which I co-chair with Japan's ambassador to India, to take up projects for economic modernization of the Northeast. The range of projects taken up is quite diverse and includes improvement of national highways in Mizoram, Manipur, and Tripura, hydropower in Meghalaya, biodiversity conservation and forest management in Sikkim, Nagaland, Tripura, and Meghalaya, and water supply and sanitation in Assam. Upskilling of human resources in the Northeast is also part of this initiative. BIMSTEC, an organization which we strongly support, is working on a connectivity master plan, coastal shipping agreement, and motor vehicle agreement. Its ambitious plans that are studying linking BIMSTEC and ASEAN and BIMSTEC and the Irrawaddy, Chao Phraya, Mekong economic cooperation strategy could make the Northeast a logistical linchpin in the region. The Prime Minister's vision of making the Northeast a gateway to South Asia is not limited to expanding infrastructure and connectivity. It also encompasses a vision of creating common economic spaces and economic sub-regions that span boundaries and build on each other's competitive advantages. Bangladesh, for example, is a rapidly growing economy with a population of 160 million. It is a large and growing market for Indian products and services, which our states of Meghalaya and Tripura are increasingly accessing. The physical proximity of northeastern states provides scope for mutual benefit. The traditional strengths of the Northeast in the services sector will encourage investment in business process outsourcing, ecotourism, wellness and hospitality, mining, food processing, and various other areas. The expanded connectivity will enhance tourist footfalls and give a boost to the hospitality industry. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan announced by the Prime Minister, which focuses on building domestic capabilities, has significance for the states of the Northeast. Projects such as the Skills Development Center set up in collaboration with Singapore and a skill university that is receiving the support of the Asian Development Bank are initiatives that we will support and facilitate. The Ministry of External Affairs intends to further study how these linkages and connections can be further harmonized to give effect to the Prime Minister's vision. We will involve think tanks and local stakeholders in these studies. We will also support public diplomacy events in the Northeast that connect stakeholders in the region with interlocutors in neighboring countries and Southeast Asia. The Northeast is also a storehouse of Indian talent. These young men and women from the states of the Northeast have made their presence felt across India and internationally. I am confident that their efforts will lead to a transformation of the region. I would like to leave you with a thought. Only 10% of India's trade goes through land borders. If we are able to even double this number, the effects on the Northeast would be transformative and would unlock even further value. The setting up of integrated checkposts in several of our borders of the Northeast with our neighboring countries is a very important step in that direction. Let us all work together to make this happen. I wish the conference all success. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir. I think our idea of development agenda to raise issues of Northeast importance, and what is more important, this Prime Minister's vision of Act East policy. I think that is where we have invited Harsh Shingla, who is actually from Northeast and have a lot of good feelings for the region. And we expect a lot of support in the coming days. I'm so happy to announce that Dr. Jitendra Singh is online. The Union Donor Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh. Can you just bring our Honorable Donor Minister to the screen? Manna, can you connect? Sir actually has been watching, so this time he's coming to the screen. In fact, our Honorable Chief Minister Assam also invited sir, and he was busy he has committed me that he will come today, and because of J&K election, he could not come, but he is there, and yeah.
Can you hear me, Shantanu?
Yes, sir. A big round of applause for Dr. Jitendra Singh, the Union Donor Minister, and has been one of our main support system, who has been the pioneer in doing all this development initiative on behalf of Northeast. Thank you so much for coming online, sir. We expected you here in Guwahati, and we understand that you are busy in the elections in Jammu and Kashmir, but still your virtual presence has made us all feel very happy. We would like to request you, sir, to address the audience.
Well, thank you very much, Shantanu. There are some connectivity issues happening since morning. Even now, I think the light is and I can hear my own voice echoing in your auditorium from Guwahati. So, it's somewhere I think it's now better. Yes. So, good morning, seated on the dais at Guwahati, the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Sirpanand Sonowal ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur,